thinking on, I'm always thinking about this, like making a new PNG tuber thing. But my thing, hopefully the new pen will work so I can draw. So we're getting it ready. I need to like find. Gotta look up something. Okay. 5. Okay, we're looking at something. Load. Yeah. Okay, we got that out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Today, Coretta decides to come back to school with me. Come with me to school. He wanted to see the transfer students with his own eyes. The twin arrived to the class late, and I noticed one of my classmates, a girl who wears purple, is absent today. Oh no! She's gone. Could it be a coincidence, or did something happen to her? What do you think? Hey, Sky, is something wrong? What? No. What makes you think that? You've been staring at the twins all day, and I haven't caught you sleeping once. There's nothing. Really? You sure you're not crushing on them? Of course not. I already told you yesterday I barely know them. Not to mention they might have murdered one of our classmates. So you say, well then, which one seems more interesting to you? Neither. They look so reserved, I'm not going to bother them. I see. Not your type, I guess. Ah, stop teasing me, Ikiraya. Let's talk about you. What are you up to lately? You've been leaving early lately. I'm making decorations for the ball. The LG mentioned that we were short on volunteers, so I'd be so disappointed if they had to postpone or cancel the event because we couldn't finish everything by Saturday. I see. That's nice of you. If you have nothing else to do, you're free to join me. Sorry, I'm a bit busy at the moment. I'll help you out when I have time. I actually do have time after school, but I was planning to help Corrado with the murder cases. Okay. I feel bad for hiding this from Ikuya, but knowing her, she would tell me it's too dangerous and try to stop me. During lunch break, I meet up with Corrado. Everyone is looking at me. You should be used to it. Everyone from the elite class is popular. No, it's because of this ridiculous outfit. I look like your butler. Oh wait. No, it's because of this ridiculous outfit. I look like your butler. Oh, you actually care about your appearance? Of course, I'm fashionable. I don't think you know what that means. Corrado clears his throat and changes the topic. Any news on the new transfers? Any news about the transfer students? The girl they mentioned last week didn't show up to class. It could be a coincidence, but I doubt it. Where are they now? I don't know. I didn't see where they went. Seems like we'll have to wait until class ends. I wonder if Corrado's plan was to front them. There's no way I can ask the twins directly, especially after Blaze's threat the other day. After the classes, Corrado waited for me outside. He seemed to finish early. Okay. Ikura noticed him looking and asked me about it. I introduced Corrado to her as my friend. I didn't know you hang out around people from the elite class. I get a little flustered as she looked at me with a mischievous grin. She takes my arm and pulls me closer before whispering, "Is he really just your friend? What are you implying? You seem to be so close. You're reading in too much of this." I see. If you have anything I help, I'm here for you. She winks to me before leaving us alone. Were you two talking about me? Just some private stuff. Nothing you need to worry yourself about. Anyway, Corrado, look there. Those are the transfer students I was talking about. There they are. There. I discreetly gestured to Blaze and Jace, who had just left the classroom. Corrado observes them as they pass by, then judges them with thought. His lips form a small O, though I do not understand what that implies. He's like, "Oh, no, oh my god." After the twins are out of sight, Corrado sighs and crosses his arms. Yeah, there's definitely strange about those two. I'm not sure how to explain, but something about them doesn't feel right. I thought the same, but there's no proof they've done anything wrong. Don't worry. We'll figure them out soon enough. They can't hide their true intentions forever. Aren't we going to go after them? There's no need. I have a plan. Smiling confidently, he gives me the thumbs up. I'll assume he knows what he's talking about then. If you can keep a close eye on them for a while. I don't know if that's a good idea to follow them. Last time I almost got caught. Wait, I know someone who might be good at spying. Oh, catch you! Hey, you want me to stalk someone? Well, nobody would notice you because you're so small. I mean, you're good at these things. I'm terrible at tracking people. You're good at researching background information, though. You think I'm happy? They might be up to something, and this is a precautionary drastic measure. I'm not interested in them. Have fun by yourself. So that wasn't you in the hallway last week then. I must have imagined it, considering how quickly you disappeared. Catchy sighed and lowered his book he was reading. He glances at me and thinks for a moment before speaking. I just wanted to confirm something about the new students. It's a personal thing, and it's none of your concerns. I don't care what you do, just be careful. You might bring disaster upon yourself. The conversation ends there, so I leave him alone. I don't need Hachi's help. I can follow them myself. Gotta pretend we like him, like, oh my goodness. I am not shaken up by his words, but he is right. I have to go about this carefully. The twins are absent the next day. I walk around the village after class, but I cannot even catch a glimpse of them. Of course, they just skip class as soon as we come up with a plan. It's okay, we have more chances. The day after that, only Blaze, the gloomier of the two, shows up. Without Jace to brighten his atmosphere, no one approaches him. He looks lonely, sitting by himself. During lunch break, he leaves the classroom and I take the chance to follow him. I tell Ikea and Ryoji I'm going to lunch alone in case they look for me. Nibbling on my sandwich, I keep a distance behind Blaze. Speaking of lunch, I've never seen him eat. Must be hard with those bandages around his mouth. Eventually, we break off from the crowd in the hallway, and I notice that we're getting closer to the elite class. Did he come here for peace and quiet, or something else? Suddenly, he walks faster and takes a sharp turn. Hoping not to lose him, I run quickly to catch up, but the hallway's empty. He's gonna catch you. Could he have gone into one of the classrooms? I walk down the hallway looking through. I saw something just walk by. It's like a reflection off that mirror window, like someone's crossing by. Nah. That's odd. Through each window, classroom I pass, suddenly a door slides open. Someone grabs my arm, pulling me inside that place. My attacker twisted me around, shoving me against the wall. Blaze frowns for me for a second before releasing my arm, taking a step back closer to the door, leaning against it, blocking my escape. So you were following me. Blaze glares at me, waiting for an explanation. Damn! an excuse. Finally, you know, I'm visiting a friend whose classroom is on this floor. You're reading too much into this. His silent glance is unreadable, but I have no idea if he actually believes me. Blaze walks towards me and raises his hand. I step back thinking he's gonna hit me, but he just places a hand on his shoulder. Huh? Hey! I smack his hand away, but he pulls back. I do not think he believed me, but he was willing to let it slide. Anyway, let's head back. Blaze straightens but rests his hand on the door instead of opening it. I give him a confused look. One more thing. Stay away from me. One more thing. Stay away from me. You're annoying. Did I do something to upset you? If you explain it to me, it would make things clearer. I want you to leave me alone. Is that clear enough? Blaze stares at me as if expecting a reply. When I stay silent, he pulls his arm back and leaves without another word. I should be more careful about my cover. I might annoy him to the point that he might do something to throw off my investigation. I'm still convinced he's up to something. While I continued to observe him during class, I noticed he kept staring at the guy in front of his seat. I noticed Blaze clenched his fist, which makes me nervous. Even without words, I have a rough guess of what he might be up to. If Chase was here, I would have asked him about it, but he seems like a type that will share. After class, I continued to discuss with Corrado and tell him about who the next target might be. Why did you change? Wait, I think it was a couple days after that. Yeah, so sorry. If they really are related to the incidents, would they show their faces in school of all places? The thought of them being out there just to kill someone is terrifying. I did some checking at work, but I can't find anything on them. They aren't special investigators, and we don't have any record, so they must be new in this village. What about our next move? I'll train to keep an eye on the target. If we're lucky, we might be able to catch them in the act, or at least eliminate them as suspects. Can you really pull it off? You're underestimating me on so many levels, Sky. It's not that. I'm concerned about your safety. What if the twins are really dangerous? It'll be 2 against 1. Carlo reaches out to me and pats my shoulder. He began to make me feel safe. I smile weakly to him, but he gains my trust. Past 9 p.m., Corrado receives a phone call from Train, reporting that his target is moving to the school. He asks Corrado for backup, so we both head out. Seriously, why would anyone go to the school this late? I heard there's a night class. I don't know the details. You'd think the school would cancel that since it's so dangerous around this time. Maybe. Say, Corrado, if Kane turned out to be a demon, would you kill him? I seriously doubt he was secretly a demon, but no, I wouldn't kill him. Despite what he claims, I still consider him a friend. So, if you were friends with all supernatural beings, you wouldn't need to kill him. It's not that simple, because you're making it complicated. Gretel rubs the back of his head and smiles softly. He's pretending to agree with me, but I know he still has doubts. When we arrive, the front doors are unlocked. Seems like someone is already here. Chain, the moon. Entering the dark building, we look for Chain and the target. Even Coretta mentioned the night class where there is no sign of the other students. There are no lights turned on, only the moonlight illuminates the dark hallway. Then it should be a little bit dark. Our footsteps echoes through the space as we wander. Why don't you call Chain? He told me not to. He said it might disrupt them or alert the target. Do you really think Blaze will show up? We are waiting for Blaze to take the bait. With 2 investigators and a student as witness, it should be enough evidence. Maybe try to be patient. He gives a comforting smile, pats my shoulders. His eyes adjust to my eyes adjust to the darkness, and I start to see the environment more clearly. Suddenly, Coretta stops walking and grabs my hand. He presses an index finger against his lip, gesturing me to stay still. Strange sounds, a mixture of footsteps and something metallic being dragged across the floor. Echoes from the hallway in front of us grown closer. Greta and I rush to the nearest classroom, huddling together behind the door to peer. A tall blonde guy wearing a black and white shirt passes by some strange sticks out of his posterior rear, sweeping the floor as he walks. A tail? He holds a long scythe in his right hand with the blade dragging on the ground. There's something familiar about him, but I cannot tell what. He disappears. Is one of the guys we met long ago, maybe? He disappears. After he disappears down the hall, Coretta and I come out of our hiding spot. We give each other confused looks as we wondered who that was. That's it. I think a Shinigami, or maybe a really good cosplayer. You mean a death god? Why would one of those be wandering around school? Probably to take someone's life. Thinking about it, did we lure the wrong person? Never mind, Blaze. This is a golden opportunity to take a Shinigami's head. A devilish smile appears on his face as he rubs his chin. I know he's eager to take a supernatural creature, but I do not think this is a good idea. Forget about the Shinigami. We need to find Chain. But he looks over his shoulder, hesitating. I put my hand on his cheek and force him to look at me. We're here to give backup, not chase after another guy. Come on, let's go. If you were quick, just wait here for a moment. What do you know? A quick way to kill a death god. What? You know a quick way to kill a death god? You don't stand a chance alone. Coretta pulls my hand away from his face, smiling innocently. Thanks for your concern, but I'll be fine. Trust me. Chain is dealing with the target right now, so I'm going to do a bit of crowd control. This place is only after guy anyway, so you'll be fine by yourself. You call for me if something happens. Carter loves my hand and smiles innocently. Before I can say anything, he winks at me and runs off. Seriously, that no good for nothing guard. Why can't he just listen to me just for once? He said I'll be fine by myself, but still. I'm worried about Corrado. How can he be so sure he'll win against a Shinigami? I'm really curious. what he is going to do with that Shinigami. I should follow him. With this thought in mind, I ran after him in the dark hallway. I realized Corrado is surprisingly fast. His footstep is already starting to fade into the distance. I cannot keep up with him anymore. With a short while later, I could not find him. This building is huge, and it could take hours to find him, since we were both living from our position or moving on our positions. Never mind, I should look for Chain. I keep walking, checking classrooms for signs for other people. This place is the same school I attended, but the scenery at night is so different from what I am used to. After 15 minutes, I still have not found anyone. I can only hear my own footsteps as if I'm the only person around. I am not someone who gets easily scared, but this is making me uneasy. It feels like I could be jumped at any time. There are night classes. Shouldn't someone be around? It's so creepy being here alone. I have checked everything on the first floor. Train is not here. Maybe he went upstairs. Halfway up the stairs, I hear a voice. It sounds like someone is sobbing. Is it that kid with no legs? I quickly made my way up, but my legs freeze when I reach the last stop. The sound is coming from a strange person hunched over to a corner with their backs towards me. Look below. It's coming for you. I see scribbles on a wall next to it. The large message makes me more terrified. Look below, it's coming for you. Oh no! I glance behind me to freeze in horror. I can't as I take in a headless body creeping up the stairs. The ghastly entrance is pale and bruised. The chunk of broken bone jutted out from their severe necks. Blood drains from my face. Not another ghost. I need to escape. I glanced back at the person and the message disappeared. I pinch myself on the arm to wake up, but it does not work. It's not a dream. I am cornered between the sounds of nails on the floor behind me or the whispers of the strange things in front of me. Okay, go up. Jesus. I did not like that. I did not like that time, the first time. I decided to go. I should have saved it back there to continue to go to the second floor. The ghost or whatever it did warn me about the other one. I stare at the person as I get closer. I dash past the sobbing specter, avoiding my gaze. Once they're out of my sight, I make a safe spot. I grab my chest. That was one of the most nerve-wracking decisions I have ever made. I pulled myself together and continued my search for a chain. If there's one thing I'm scared of, it is the ghosts. They're not harmful, but a certain strain on someone's mind, they have never bothered me until now. Once I turn off this hallway, I see someone approaching me. I am moving over here. Judging from the dark clothes, I thought it was Shane, but I heard the sound of metal dragging on the floor. When the person moved into the light, I realized it's the Shinigami from before. The The smoke rises from each step he takes. As he gets closer, he raises his fist and menacingly drags the tip along. The sinister appearance in combination with the sharp sound frightens me. I quickly turn and sprint the opposite direction. I glance behind me to see if he's after me, but before long his figure is engulfed by the shadow of the hallway. I guess he isn't after me then, but still I don't know what he's doing here. Corrado ditched me to chase that shimmy going down, so maybe he's not too far behind. I'll wait here for him. I get into the classroom out of the Shimigami's sight. It's better not to move around at all. Perhaps Shane will cross an area at some point. Suddenly I hear the door of the classroom sliding open. I manage to hide under the table. I am saving. I don't know when it's going to be a next quick event. With my back facing the door, I can only hear them enter. I hope darkness is enough to hide me. I hear the person walking carefully around as if they're searching for something. My heart starts to pound faster as the footsteps get closer. They stop right behind me and I hold my breath praying they do not find me. I wait nervously for the person to move, but the room remains dead silent. I am wondering if they had left when the table is thrown away from me, clattering loudly against some nearby chairs before crashing against the ground, leaving me exposed. I suddenly feel someone touching my shoulder. Scared, I scrambled away from them. I have my eyes closed in a panic, but a familiar voice whispers to me, Sky, it's late. Oh no! I see a shuttle moving in front of me, reaching out his hand. I take his hand and he helps me, pulls me up on my feet. What are you doing here? Saving you. What? Let's get out of here. He turns around and gestures for me to come along. It's a trap. It's a trap. He's gonna kill you. His presence makes me puzzled, even more confusing. Why did he come for me and not the guy he's after? How did you know I was here? You seriously expect me to believe you that you came to school in the middle of the night just to rescue me? Blaze? He continues to walk in silence. It is if like he does not hear my question. In defiance, I stop and stay in place. He looks over his shoulder and raises an eyebrow. Why should I even go with you? Before you told me I'd be in trouble if I got involved with you. Now you're acting like a good guy by saving me? Pfft. You can think what you want, but seriously, come with me. You're such a handful. I'm just taking you to the exit. He walks over to me. His dark expression is not reassuring at all. I want to get away from him, but Blaze grabs my hand and forcefully pulls me along. Why? Hey! I started to complain, but he does not let me go. Feels like I'm being kidnapped rather than saved. Many thoughts cross my head, but one thing's for sure, I cannot trust him. While struggling in his grip, my nails snag his arm. Layers of bandages become loose. They slowly slows down his pace and glanced at me. What are you doing? I don't know why, but you seems like you really want to stay. Blaze sighs and drops my hand. Well, do as you please. He fixes his bandages around his arm and looks annoyed. I take this chance to escape before he changes his mind. I run in the opposite direction where we were headed to. In the next hallway, someone's standing under the light. It's a yeah, from before. I wanted to hide, but the Shimigami had noticed me already. We meet again, Sky. Do I know you? Blaze. Hey, your home's the other way. You really plan on staying, don't you? Chills run down my spine when I hear Blaze's voice behind me. Now I'm cornered between two scary, suspicious people. Oh, you're here too? Awesome, what a coincidence running into you, Blaze. Saved me the trouble of searching the whole night. I wouldn't be here if you actually had tracking skills. Hey, he's tall! What? Oh my God! Where'd you get so tall? Huh? The name? Yeah, we met at the library. Foiled my mugging. You fell on top of me. Any of that ringing a bell? I guess I'm a little taller right now than you used to. Oh, and I mentioned I'm a Shimigami. What are you doing at school? I've been tracking a zombie for the past few days, and I thought they were in this building. The zombies? What's going on here? Walking corpses that imitate the living. Blaze, you can't be. Kaji glances over with a suspicious look. Blaze, you can't be dead. You got the wrong idea. Then is he the serial killer, no zombie slayer? I don't know if you humans have a name for my species, but I'm the guardian of Hell's Gate. I'm here because Kachi can't seem to handle this problem on his own. This is my duty. I don't need your help. You can return to the city with your brother, Blaze. I don't like being here either, but thanks to you, this village is on the verge of destruction. Oh, so it is my fault. Guys, we all want the same things. We can't work together? No. They both glared in my direction fiercely against my idea. I do not understand why they dislike each other so much, despite they have the same job. Supernatural creatures are beyond reason. Go back to hell. I can do this alone. You clearly can't. Just look how many people have lost their lives in the past few weeks. At least I was inconspicuous. The villagers will eliminate you if you keep forgetting to erase your tracks. She was suspicious of you even before you revealed yourself. Kachi nods in my direction, confirming whom he is referring to. Then Blaze pulls up at the bandages around his hand, revealing a dark and shiny skin underneath. His fingers contort slowly, going into a black hole. Kachi raises his fist. The metal shines in the moonlight, thirsty for blood. Though standing between them, I spread my arms to block their way. Stop it! You can't fight here at school. Don't worry, the damage will be gone by morning. Though we can avoid this together if Blaze retreats. Retreat like hell. Panic rises within me as they dash forward. It looks like nothing can be stopped Nothing can stop him, I said as I stepped back to be less of a target. Something flashes through the hallway and an arm suddenly wraps around my waist and picks me up. I get carried away as the two otherworldly creatures watch me with confused expression. It takes me a moment to realize it is Corrado who picked me up. What? Questions later. As we get a bit of distance between us and those two, he puts me down. He gasps for air, a little out of breath. Before I can ask questions again, he explains the situation. What? How did you? You forgot I have skills. It was easy to pinpoint your location once I realized you were gone. Please stop scaring me like that. It's not good for my heart. James already dealt with the target he was following, apparently. It was just a zombie. There was one, so that's taken care of. But now we got a bigger problem. About that, did you know your classmate Kechi was a Shimigami? I figured it out when I went after him, but he takes a deep breath and stares at the ground, clearly uncomfortable. I wait for an answer, but he avoids my glance. After a moment, I somehow force the words out by poking him. Then give me the short version. It's a long story. We really need to focus on getting out of here. Tell me the short version or whatever. Please just leave it for now. Grabbed his tie, yanking him down to my eye level, giving him a heated glare. He's definitely hiding something. There's no way I'm letting him hold out on me. Greta's expression turns sorrowful. He places a hand on mine and whispers in a low voice, I did something bad. Which is, if we were to somehow make it out alive, I'll tell you everything. I promise, okay? Maybe this is too sudden, but my grip on his tie loosened, my head filled with confusion and curiosity. I wait for Corrado to say something, but he keeps his mouth shut. No, never mind, let's go. Dropping the subject, he takes my hand and we both run down the hallway. I squeeze his hand to comfort him. Either Blaze or Kachi are too slow, or they're just not following us. Corrado looks around carefully to confirm the area is empty before speaking. Look at these creatures of the night. Either we stay here and somehow survive until morning, or we get home as soon as possible. I'd rather get out of here. I don't think I can keep running for so long. It isn't like we're safe outside, but staying here increases the chance of getting cornered. Good, I was thinking the same. Anyway, it's highly likely that they will split up and look for us. If you can, distract whoever you bump into so I don't have to deal with both of them at once. I think you'll be fine since they're not after you. Are you leaving again? We're going to play a big gamble and I really need you. You make it sound like we're putting our life on the line. Don't worry, I'm the turkey here. He pats my shoulder and gives me a confident smile. Uneasiness fills my chest. How can you be so relaxed at a time like this? I can't be the only one to get nervous. Tell me, will anyone get hurt or die? If they haven't killed each other already, perhaps. Try to find an exit. I'll do the same in different direction. Go after Kachi or Blaze. If Chain has not left already, stick with him and share this plan. If the situation gets worse, escape. Please be safe. He gave me a tight hug before we part ways. I watched him until he turns the corner. I said, I should move on to. We are going for Kachi. The second Kachi would probably be easier since I know him better. The easiest prediction is that exits are blocked and I can try to maybe bump into one of the guys. After a short while, I almost reached the exit, but no one is there. I chose to go in a different direction. I noticed someone waiting. To my relief, it's Kachi. If I picked lights, I think it would have been Blaze. We made eye contact, but he does not try to grab or run. For me, I approach him slowly. Hey, Kachi, would you let me through? He answered my answers with a simply nod and a versus gaze. That was too easily. Seems like he allows me to leave, but not Corrado. We continued to stand there for a while, neither of us budging, but I guess he's staying here the whole night. Mission accomplished? No, I have to distract him for Corrado. I need to make sure he stays here. Are you waiting for someone? No, I'm just admiring these hallways. The sarcasm in his voice is clear. Even though he looks so different, he is still the same Kachi. I wonder why he's not walking around, but I remember Blaze mentioning his poor tracking skills. It makes sense to him to stay in one spot. He leans against the wall and crosses his arm, probably bored of waiting. Glancing at me, he speaks in a relaxed tone. Why don't you go home? I'm waiting for someone too. Who might that be? Someone. Do you know that I can read minds? You must be kidding. If you plan to escape with that guy, it's a worthless endeavor. I locked all the exits. You two won't win this game. Someone's confidence. No one escapes death. Everyone has to face it someday. I don't understand why you people look at it as a horrible thing. Death is sort of a taboo, you know, not something I look forward to. Kachi closes his eyes and makes no further comment. Since you're after him, what kind of crime has Corrado committed to deserve such punishment? You don't need to know. Why not? Geez, stop being so annoying, little girl. I'm gonna fumble you when you're short again. Holy crap. I can't simply reveal someone's history. I can't simply reveal someone's history. People deserve some privacy, you know. You are ready to know too much. He's my guard if he's hiding something dangerous. Isn't it better than I know it? Call me little when you could barely reach up to my shoulder in your tiny form. He twitches his eye, moves closer, standing so close I can see how tall he really is. My eyes are not even level with his shoulder. When he bows down to speaks in a mocking voice, I take a step back. Suddenly, not so mighty anymore. His tall tail sweeps around as he rubs his chin, looking amused. I do not know what he is thinking, but it seems like I have all of his attention right now. Kind of cute. Greta will get here eventually. Since I get to speak with a real Shimigami, I might as well make the most of it. I didn't expect you and Blaze to know each other. I haven't really seen them for a while. You said something about people dying because of you? You shouldn't take that so literally. It's not like It's not like that, okay? Then what is it like? Well, when we're nethered, zombies appear in this village. They shouldn't be long in this world. So if someone had to deal with them, that's a part of my job. Then Blaze and his stupid brother showed up and said, taking out my targets. It'd be a less lot work if you let him help. It isn't that easy. Any souls collected by that guy go straight to hell, while I send them to another life. For that reason alone, I dislike him. Kachi lets out a sigh, and he rubs his forehead. Then be faster about it. People are dying because of these walking corpses. I wish I could, but anyone bitten by a zombie can eventually turn into one, and I can't tell if someone's been bitten or but hasn't turned yet. I can help. We're on the same side here. Besides, I think Corrado, his face clouds after he hears the name. Everything seems to be fine. When they met his younger form, I am not certain about their relationship. Oh, his eyes are dark now. It occurred to me Corrado and Train hunt down supernatural creatures. Adding a shimmy-gummy into the team could be a bad idea. Every time I see him in class, I want to throw my fist at him. Of course, I can't actually do that during the day. He mumbles softly to himself until he sees my confused look. Combing his hand through his messy hair, he lets out a sigh. It's not related to the job, it's more of a personal thing. Believe it or not, I used to be human right up until Corrado got me killed. I've been looking for a chance for revenge ever since. But how was it Corrado's fault? I was just passing by when a creature he was fighting stabbed me, and Corrado kept running. He was supposed to be my friend, yet he just left me there to bleed out. Kachi's voice cracked with emotion as he speaks. It doesn't sound like he meant to hurt you. Does it matter what he meant to do? I meant to return the books to a friend that day, but because of him, I don't live long enough to do it. Doesn't sound like there was anything he could do. I doubt he wanted to leave you there. My voice faltered at the end of the sentence when I noticed he was getting more moody. Did I go too far? Yes, you did. I was only trying to distract them, but it seems to me, by making them agitated instead, to be honest, it's not my place to speak in the first place. At that moment, I hear a familiar voice calling my name. Turning around to see Corrado approaching us. I see Corrado approaching us, though I'm not sure whether to be happy about it or not. He had a strained expression. He heard our conversation. Why else would he be making a face like that, as if Kachi was telling me the truth? Ha! It took you time getting here. Kachi's lips formed a devilish smile as he shifted his attention back to him. I stepped aside, a little worried about what was going to happen. Where's Blaze? He's gone for a while, but that's not important right now. I was more worried about your safety. Maybe you should go, Kachi. You're not getting away this time, Corrado. Kachi immediately throws his chest at him. I am shocked by his quick movement, but Corrado managed to dodge it. The Sith unexpectedly swings around like a boomerang, and his blade dabs itself in his back. He clenches his teeth, trying not to scream. I'm surprised you're not defending yourself. Perhaps you realize you do deserve it. Can't you stop this? What's the point of fighting over the past? As if I could escape my own memory. Blood on your hands is very beautiful color to remember. Don't tell me you've forgotten about it. I wish I could forget. I never thought I'd see you again, Tenshi. Kachi claws back his weapon. I step in. When I see that, it's dripping blood. With blood, Corrado falls to his knees. I run towards Corrado to help him, but at that moment, Kachi grabs my hand and twists it behind my back. Corrado becomes frantic at the moment Kachi touches me. Wait, she has nothing to do with this. Kachi leans forward, looks forward, and looks at me and back at him. So that's how it is. Wait, we aren't. Let's make this more interesting. You either accept your punishment, or I'll finish Guy instead. Don't listen to him, Corrado. After my shout, Corrado brushes the strands of hair away from my neck. His fingers caress my skin as he whispers in my ear. Trying not to move much. I wouldn't want to hurt you by accident. Wait, did Kaiji do it? My heart beats rapidly as he hears his words. It is out of character for him to do this. Oh, did he take the life again of me? Oh. I attempted to break free from Kaichi's strap, but he's holding me even tighter. Let her go. I'll do whatever you want. Kaichi looks up at Corrado's words and smirks. Suddenly, invisible force sends Corrado flying back up as if he's hit by something. His body slams against the wall. As painful as it looks, Corrado still managed to stand up. Drops of blood starting to pool on the floor below him. I worry if the wound on his back has gotten worse. He rubs his head, takes a few deep breaths before glancing in our direction, the fierce look in his eye. This is nothing. I barely even begin. Kaichi shoves me back away from the fight. I would accept the beating as my punishment, but Sky is right. This isn't the right outlet for your grudge. This is only between us. Forgive me, Kachi. Corrado raises his hand, and multiple magic circles appear in the air in front of him. In a split second, rapidly beam of light bursts from the circle, going straight for Kachi. The light is so bright it almost blinds me, but Kachi looks annoyed. His Sith materializes in his hand to show that he's preparing to block. Now that he is distracted by the attack, I quickly run up to Corrado and put an arm around his waist to support him. Kachi's scoffing echoes down the hallway. He steps towards with the Sith, resorting to a cheap trick. Coward, you can't escape this time. Even if I don't finish you off, I'll catch up with you sooner or later. You're wasting your time on me. There are things you should be more concerned about. The zombie has already been taken care of. I have plenty of time to take care of you. He holds his Sith in front of him, ready to attack. I never thought Kaichi would hide these feelings with his heart. These feelings with his heart. He looks like a different person now. Guy, you should, Guy, you should escape while I distract them. No, wait, we're escaping together. Dragging a wounded person around will only slow you down, or he might take you hostage again. Don't be stubborn in a situation like this. Before you can say anything else, I start running, pulling him with me. Listen, I might have an idea. Do you have anything to ward him off? Yeah, but good, give it to me. Stares at me for a moment before pushing a few charms into my hand. Just throw them and they'll put a temporary barrier. Let me distract him. Be safe, Sky. I explained my plan and we split up to the nearest corner as expected. Kaichu goes after Corrado. Our adrenaline shoots through my veins as I run towards the hallway. With my clear head, I navigate this building easily. As I'm about to turn the corner, I see something dark moving in the distance. I get distracted for a second. Was that Blaze? Well, I have no time to focus on him. I need to get to Corrado quickly. It does not take long for me to find Corrado and Kachi. To my surprise, they haven't engaged in combat. I lie low and listen to their conversation. Please listen to me. We haven't had the time to talk. You should have a chance because I was dead to you. To think that you survived this long, are you immortal? No, I don't get that sense from you. Someone must have sent you through time. Don't play with it. Don't tell me that guy made this mistake. In fact, he's here to send me back. But I can't go back now, not until I've made up for my mistakes. I have so many regrets and you're one of them. I'm not supposed to remember. I don't want to remember the past. It haunts me. If we hadn't met that day, I wouldn't have been cursed forever like this. Even now, I don't know what I have. Even now, I know what I should have done. I can't apologize to involving and living a friend like that. Is that all you have to say? You have no idea what I had to endure. You should have ended my life with your own hands. Corral bows his head in silence, unable to notice when Chachi dissolved into smoke and reappeared in front of him. Chachi grabs the front of his shirt, I quickly get ready the charms in preparation. Even now, you're still avoiding me. When we meet again in another light class, you didn't do anything. Even if I have a different name and face, you should have recalled something. Did you really forget about me? I knew something about you felt familiar, but I hope it wasn't you. I simply hope that you forgot about me if you were reborn. Fred looks up at Shimigami, and a broken smile appears on his face, and his cheeks are wet from tears. It has been holding back for so long. He had been holding back for so long that his feelings were spilling out. Even if Kachi was caught off guard, he loosened his step, slowly stepped back, unblinking. You're not the only one haunted by the past, Kachi. I wish that I wasn't here either, but it's the guilt that keeps me going. I know you can never forget me. I'm not asking you to, but please let me finish my duties for the sake of this village. I won't get in your way. After that, you can have your revenge. His voice is trembling, pleading. Listening to him makes me breathless. His last words struck my chest, and I find my vision becoming blurry. Kaichi stays quiet for a while. He covers his face with one hand while his shoulder shakes. I cannot see his expression. He reaches for his earring, which transforms into a Seth after he drops it on the floor. Hey, Corrado, what if? I have a feeling someone's telling me to stay idle. I hold the charm tightly, staying still. I want to see what happens first. Kachi rests his weapon on the ground and raises his chin. You know, you're kind of pathetic. What? I can't believe I was so excited about killing you. I can't do it now, with you sobbing like that. It's just so sad, I feel like I'm kicking a puppy. They say the hunt is more thrilling than the kill. I realize that now. Kachi scoffs and scratches his head. This encounter is nothing that I expected. No mention, no word, not even acknowledgement of my existence. Am I just a joke to you? Again, we meet at the wrong time and wrong place. When will it be right then? Credo. Oops. Okay. Fine, I see how it is. You know what? I won't ever forgive you. Your bloody hands can't be cleansed after a history is set in stone. Continue living with this guilt. Experience the frustration I went through. Given enough time, you will eventually come to see oblivion as mercy. Kachi laughs to himself and draws his fist before Kratos' neck. Kratos freezes up at the move, but it does not move an inch. His stare is locked on his friend. I've been looking away to lift this curse on my body. I can't find it in this village, so might as well move on. I still have unfinished business with some souls here, but I'm going to leave it to you and Liz. I will decide your end when the time is ripe. Greta looks at him speechless. I too, I can't comprehend why Kachi changes his mind. There's no guarantee I'll be the same person then. A smirk crosses Kachi's face and he dissolves his weapon. He walks past Corrado, but stops right behind him. Your past won't stop haunting you, and it's just not me. No matter what you try, some things can't be fixed. I know. Sooner or later, who knows if we meet again. Kachi gestures a short wave and dissolves into smoke. Once he's gone, Kratos sinks to his knees. I see the tension leaving his body as he casts a weak smile. I go over to him. Sky, don't let his words sink into you deeply. Kratos replies with a slow nod. In this state, I cannot help but give him a tight hug. He slowly stands up with my help, and together we walk towards the exit. There's so many things I wanted to ask, but I do not know where to start. Well, that was an eventful night. How about we forget it ever happened? You won't escape from this. Didn't you promise back there? Of course, I'm sorry. He looks away with a painful expression, though I cannot tell if it's from his wound or something else. His background seems more complicated, and more I try to understand about it, he seems so guarded about it too. I shouldn't push him. He has to decide on his own whether to tell me or not. I touch him more than anyone, but on the other hand, I'm scared. More I'm attached to something, the more it hurts when I lose it. Why are you having such silly thoughts? It just occurred to me I don't understand myself either. Honestly, there's so many things I want to forget, but I can't keep running forever. This is not the first time I'm so indecisive. Carter turns to me. His eyes seem to speak many words. Guy leans closer to me, proceeds to touch my hand. I feel my heart throbbing in my chest. Never mind. Carter draws back and he chuckles slightly. Something irks inside of me as I clench my fist. I grab Carter's arm and lean towards to him. He flinches from my sudden move and steps back. I continue pushing against him until he gets himself cornered against the wall. I stand on my toes, lift my chin, draw closer to his face. Cordo's eyes widen in shock when our lips touch. Ew. Cordo, Eventually, he closes his eyes and accepts my feelings. Once I release him, he still looks flustered. You still have any doubts? He shakes his hand heavily and avoids my gaze, flustered. My heart is racing, but I act calm. I have no words to say as my actions were enough. Cordo rubs the back of his neck. He tries to break the silence, but I continue our previous topic. Before, I wanted to only tell you to see the good parts of me. I wanted to show you my best, not that it really works anyway. I kept my distance because I was so afraid of what you'd think of me, but it ended up making you more suspicious of me, didn't it? Duh, you won't tell me a thing when I ask you what you're up to. You're way too secretive. What's the worst that could happen if you told me? It feels like you will abandon me, as if that's possible with your duty to stay beside me. I just want to have so many fears. I'll wait. I promise not to judge you. Cordo stays silent, thinking about it. It starts to rain while we're heading home. The water soaks through my clothes, though I am not bothered by the cold. Cordo's injury, they shouldn't get wet, right? I try to speed up the pace to get home faster, but he's walking like it doesn't even matter to him. Suddenly he stops and covers his mouth. His body racked with coughs. He looked pain. He sways a bit, and I quickly loop my arms around him to support him. At the same time, take a handkerchief from my pocket. Hang in there. I'll bring you to the hospital. Let me call. No, don't. I'm reaching my limit. Don't let anyone find out. What? Once Cordo removes the handkerchief from his mouth, it's bright colored. Immediately I reach for my phone to dial emergency number. Hello? Please, someone? The beep suddenly stops, and I'm relieved for a second, but realize no one's picking up. I check my phone and notice the battery's dead. What timing? With a pale face, Colonel sags against me like he's about to collapse. The whole situation is suddenly more dire. Let me hold you. The hospital isn't far from here. He says, usually quiet. Anxiety fills my chest longer. He does not bulge. Looking at him like this makes my tears swell up in my eyes. I do not want this to get worse. Please, Cordo, don't give up already. In a reply, he lifts his head and takes my hand. Somehow he manages to force a smile on his face. Don't cry anymore. Show me a cute smile again. It'll heal my wound. Hey, this is no time for being cheesy. How can I smile while you're hurt like this? His mouth fades as gently as he strokes my head, closes his eyes. He slips out of my arms and collapses onto the ground. His body starts to glow as if it's disappearing. A little bunny is left in its place. What, Cordo? I crouch down to pick up the small body to check on him. A loud relief sigh when I rest my hand on his rib. I can feel his heartbeat. Oh, thank goodness, but there's no way I can take him to the hospital like this. A vet couldn't probably help either. I'll take him home for now. Something warm streams down my cheek. It's different from the cold rain. I hold Cordo close to my chest and run home. Leaving. We're saving this. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. Join my Discord. Exclamation DISCORD into the chat to find a link to my Discord. Bye.